Hawthorne Workers. Enjoy free live music every Saturday night at Workers Blacktown. Every Saturday night and Sunday
Going live soon.
And every Sunday afternoon
just got to do these sponsored ad, guys.
Plus, enjoy a full range of dining facilities. Visit the website at www.
What show is this? 23. My God, show 23.
Music schedule, plus plenty of other activities, including raffles, bingo, promotions, and fun events. Workers is your club. Station sponsor. We all know that paying for a funeral can be a financial burden. However, have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid funeral with none of the ongoing premiums that is associated with funeral insurance? $1,000 can get you started. Hills Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02-9659-0900. Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Hills Family Funerals, station sponsor. The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight and delivered to 75 different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve, and inspire, which is why partnering with a live 90.5 makes perfect sense. Station sponsor.
And welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I'm here to have a wonderful 2 hours with you guys tonight. So come over to my page, my main page on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Now we're streaming across the Alive 90.5 FM's Facebook page, also YouTube, and another 6 Facebook pages as well. So we've got a lot to do tonight. We've got a lot of people coming in. I already feel a bit nervous tonight. I don't know why. There must be a lot of people with a lot of anxiety, because I don't usually suffer with anxiety. But tonight I just feel like there's a lot of people with anxiety right now, and a bit of uncertainty. So I'm not sure what's happening there, but I've got my amazing producer here, Ellie. Say hello. She's on Facebook. She says hello. So if you'd like to come over to the main page to have a free reading, then come over to the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page. Now, I've just spent the last 4 days driving around pretty much the south coast and down to the snow, which is all the way down to Perisher and Smiggins Hole, as well as Guthicka, as well as Badella, all the way up through Wollongong, all the way back to Sydney today. So I've just been driving for 7 hours. I've only had a 2-hour break. So rest assured, it's going to be one hell of a long night for me, because it's already 9 o'clock, and to get to 10 o'clock, it's going to be a lot of effort. So bear with me. I've got a workshop coming up on the 3rd of June, and also, sorry, not 3rd of June, 3rd of July and the 10th of July, as well as I've also got my Psychic PT one coming up at the end of July as well. So if you'd like to join those workshops, you can go over to the main page on the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air main page and look up the events section, and you'll be able to see all the events coming up for there. I stream live across, pretty much 8 platforms, 8 hours a week free, so that I can help people around the world. And this is, just to share my gift and pay back to people with what I've actually, utilized from my from over my time of, I've had cancer 16 years ago now. It'll be 16 years this August. And sure as ever, it's something to pay back to the people and give them, some reassurance, some help, some guidance, anything that I can do to help them, get ahead in life, or, motivate them to be the best that they can be. My background's also project management and personal training. So I love everything. When I got sick, I just said to myself, you know what, if I like it, I'm going to study it. I'm going to get qualified in it. That's what I did. So I've got a lot of qualifications. I do a lot of things, for a lot of people. Pretty much my whole house is full, except for the lounge and the bed and the dining table, is full of gifts from people all over the years that I've actually helped people out. Not that I want them to give me a gift. I don't do it for a gift. I just do it for, from my heart and from, the love of it all. And I always get something in return. It's just really bizarre how things work out. And I don't expect it, like I said, but it's actually really, really beautiful and really refreshing. So it's actually, it's nice to, feel that you've helped someone. It's nice to know that you've actually, got this ability and that you can share it with a lot of people. So that's what I do, and that's what I'll be doing for a long time. And since I started doing this, I never ever thought that I would actually be on air on a radio station doing this. And I have had 3 radio stations this year. It was a little bit much for me, so one of them's actually upgrading their studio, and then I'm in here as well as the other one was just taking too much of my time at the moment. So I thought it's best just to continue with the one station at the moment until the other one opens up as well. But we're on our show 23 for a Monday night. I've done over 200 and, oh gosh, Ellie, 7 or 8, 208 shows, I think, live shows on Facebook, as well as, radio that's included. And I'm onwards and upwards. So tonight on the Monday night is show 23. I think I'm up to show 53 or 52 on the Tuesday night. Sunday night is show 30 something. And then Wednesday night, I've done over 102 live shows, and 90 of them were done on radio at another station. But if you'd like to join me for a free reading, then come over to the main page. And if you're on one of the group pages, highly recommend you coming over the main page, because I can't see your questions. I can't see what's going on because I don't have the time on radio to jump between different platforms. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. And I will be answering some questions, saying hello to a few people now. So let's get into the show a bit more, and I'll just say hello to people. But some of you will see coming up over the next couple of days on my main page. I'll post up some of the photos and some of my videos. I did one of those snow angels in the snow. So you can see that coming up next couple of days. So keep your eye open for my video of the snow angel in the snow. That was quite funny. I did that for Jewel Polgaze, because she's always my number one person here up on point on the page. And I did it for some people, just to give them a good laugh. I'm human too, I breathe, I eat, I do everything just like you. It's just because I'm a psychic medium doesn't mean that I don't have a life. And most of the time I'm doing stuff for you anyway. So we've got a lot of people here. Let me just say hello to people. So we've got Belinda North, Destiny Marie, and Charmaine Black Karunji. She says, please, if you have any news. Look, guys, I do not like to start with just questions. I always like to pull in spirit and acknowledge spirit, and also have some respect for spirit. So don't expect me to do a reading straight away when you post a question there if you haven't acknowledged spirit. That's the this respect I need to pay my spirit as well. And I don't know why, like I said earlier, I feel a bit anxious tonight. So there's a lot of people feeling, like there's a lot of people feeling with a lot of despair on their shoulders, and I feel like things are a bit tough for them at the moment. So I'll keep going. We've got Ellen LP. She says that is beautiful. Jess Harvey, hello. Good news for me. I'm talking to someone new, and I think I like him. That's fantastic, Jess. Good stuff. So as long as you're happy, that's the main thing, So Wendy Harvey, hello there. She's my spirit writer. Now this lady, she's amazing. She is the most caring person I've come across as a beautiful follower of mine. And she writes most of my spirit prayers, poems and prayers. You could call them, poem/prayer or prayer/poem, because they're just amazing. I just love them, and they're so beautiful. It comes from the heart, and it also comes from her spirit. She didn't realize until I mentioned it to her in one of my workshops, one of my first workshops. I said, I think, Wendy, did you know that you're a spirit writer? And she says, what? No, I'm not. And I said, yes, you are, lovey. You're actually a spirit writer. So now it just comes easily for her, and everything just flows, So it's beautiful. And if you listen to the prayers, which I'm sure I'll be getting one sooner or later, no pressure, Wendy. So come over to the page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll be able to hear the prayers. You'll be able to, and we do the prayers so we can send love. And when I do that, it's kind of like a lot of energy that I have. And I, as much as you think I just read it out, I actually feel it when I read it, and I push that energy of my good, I don't know how you can explain it, my good, beautiful energy, and I push that into the universe so that it can help the people that are actually currently with me online. And not that it's not for anybody else, but those people are especially need that kind of energy. That's what I do. So if you feel different afterwards, it's not just from me, it's from everybody else that's focused on it as well. And that's what we try and do. Then that means that you're actually feeling that, that love or that support or whatever it case may be, whatever you need, you're getting it. So that's how I like it to be. Some people tell me that when I do my readings that my eyes go black, and I always had a feeling that my eyes go black. And some of the followers sent me some photos the other week with my eyes going black, and that's probably because when I do my readings, I'm a remote viewer, which means that I see everything as exactly how you see it, but I always look to my right, and I always have my eyes open now. I never used to have my eyes open, but when I read, and I always used to have my eyes closed because I could see things, but now I can actually see things more with my eyes open and looking around, and you'll see my eyes going everywhere, and it's just because I'm actually getting shown things from spirit, because with remote viewing, it's exactly how you see it out of your eyes, or coming out of the shower and the mirror is a bit misty, and then you've got that little bit of mist on the actual shower mirror. So that's how I see it. So you can imagine it's clear, but it's not clear. And then the colors are a little bit lighter sometimes. If it's a white or a cream color, I can't quite tell, because it's so misty. Or if it's a dark color, it's either a charcoal or a dark gray or a dark blue or black, So it just depends. They'll definitely show me the black most of the time. But sometimes it's a little bit confusing. And then I get sensations. So I also have all the clairs, which means that I have the smelling, the feeling, the visuals, the pain, which is the most traumatic part for me, because I'll be having a heart attack and not work out who's having the heart attack. Or even if I go walking down to down the street, or even to the grocery store, and I feel like someone's having a heart attack or got heart issues next to me, I sort of have to say to them, if it's a friend or anything, I say, have you got something wrong with your heart? And they go, oh yeah. And I go, oh, thank God for that, because it's not me. But I have to always check, otherwise I think it's me. So we've got Destiny Marie. She's from USA, Ohio. Thanks for joining me. We've also got here Mila Lendeo. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county, the time as well overseas, because we're over here in Sydney, Australia. So that's and it's about, well, today I think on the way back from the snow was about 16, 17 degrees. But when I was down in the snow, it was -2. And if anybody wants to go to the snow, I highly recommend getting the proper gear to go down, because that sort of, I hate the cold, but that sort of saved my life to the last 4 days, because I just did not have my jacket on with the blizzard. But anyway, we'll keep going. So we've got Leona Sunday. Hello there. Dixie Kern, she's watching. Stimmy Thimpson is watching. Thanks for joining me. We've got Brenda Evans. Hope you take time for you. Yes, I did. I sure did. I was going to stream live last night from down in Badella, but I couldn't, because our internet was I couldn't even stream off my phone, and because the personal hotspot wasn't working, and then I had to ask my friend to use the internet. I felt really bad, and I couldn't get proper service there, and I said, no, that's it. I can't do tonight. It's just not meant to be. So we're back here tonight. But I've got our beautiful prayer from Wendy Harvey. She's just posted it up on the page. And it's a beautiful one, and I'll read it out to everybody. So if everybody could concentrate and also just, put their head down and close their eyes and pray. Now, this one here is called Wendy Harvey. She's very sweet. I said that before, didn't I? She says, our angel Lesley. She said, so off on a break, our Lesley did go, all wrapped up and off to the snow. We hope your short break brought you lots of fun, even with very low temperatures. Let's hope you found some sun. No one deserves this better than you. Hopefully you found warm drinks on the way through. You work so hard, always giving and giving. So happy you decided to go more than you were willing. That's true. So here we are, all back on a Sunday night, ready to go readings our angel insight. It turns out Sunday was not a go show. Struggling to get home, you let us all know. So hopefully safe now, and now back at home. Your angel's protecting you after your roam. So now it's Monday. We now have you in our sights, hopefully knowing you have had so much fun and many delights. We all hope both you and your batteries were energized. You are held more dearly with love than you realize. And that is so true. Thank you. That's beautiful, Wendy. I love it. So, yeah, that is so true. I don't realize how many people I help. I get so many messages after my shows. If I finish at midnight, I'm pretty much up till 1 o'clock in the morning reading messages from people, and they say to me, "Lesley, you've helped me so much." And 99% of the time, I go, "Really? I'm oblivious to it, and I don't even realize what I've done for them." And I'm humbled. And I like to remain humble, because if I don't, I told Spirit that if I get a big fat head about myself, then please, stop the messages. And he hasn't done that yet. So I'm hoping that I just always remain humble, and I will. I'm very humble like that anyway. So we've got Ellen LP. She says, good morning from Wisconsin. Thank you for joining me. Rosie Zuberg, thanks for joining me. So she says, okay, let's keep going. Tree Spirit, that's an unusual name. Brenda Evans, hello. We've got Monique Keane. She says, hello, glad to catch you tonight. Glad to see you're feeling better. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I actually needed that break away. Sometimes you just need to, reground yourself. And playing in the snow like a snow angel was absolutely hilarious. So wait for that one to come up on the page. I've got Yasha Rose. She says, you're amazing. Well, I think sometimes I'm not amazing. I just think that I've got a gift, and that's what I need to do, is just, utilize it and help people. So I also do private readings, but when I'm on air, don't send me any messages after the show if you want a reading, unless you want a private reading, because I can't get to everybody and I need to sleep. So we've also got here Stephanie Athill. Hi, love. Do you have any guidance for me? We'll come back to you. We've also got here Glenn Rayshorn. Hello there. Charmaine Black. She says your voice send a free calming sound out when you feel depth. I don't understand the depth bit. Sorry, Charmaine. Who else have we got here? So love, like, and share the page, and tell me where you're from so I know who I'm helping around the world. So Marie Remier, morning, Lesley. Hope you're doing well. May I have a reading? So we'll come back to you as well. Charmaine says you bring a lot of calmness. Thank you. So Tree Spirit is from Queensland. We've also got Stephanie Athill. She says she's from Alabama at 6:15 a.m. Ellen at 6:15 a.m. and 55 degrees. Wow, that's insane. So we're freezing here and they're cooking over there. So Charmaine, she says it's your friend from South Africa. Thank you. Now here we go. This awkward suburb that I can never say is Auchensenay. Auchensenay, I think it's right. I'm getting better. 7:15 a.m. and the sun is shining today. Woohoo, she says. That's Leona, Sunday. That's awesome. We've also got here Marie Ramirez. She says, oh my God, it's been 109 degrees in New Mexico. It is 5:22 over there right now. That's cool. We've also got here Glenn Rayshorn. He says, good morning, Lesley. I'm tuning in from Michigan. The time here is 7:16 a.m. Thanks for joining me again, Glenn. So cool. Brenda Evans, she says, I'm at mums with dads and brothers. Ashes. Oh, I love you. The house is freezing, though outside was of a day. Not sure if spirits are around me. Can I ask if spirit there can see anything? So let's start off with you, Brenda. And I think I've found the person that actually feels like there's anxiety around, because I just feel like there's a lot of pressure. I actually feel sick in the stomach as well. My left shoulder has pain, so I can't get my left arm up as far as I want to push it up. That's what they're telling me. And also, I just feel like there's a lot of anxiety around you, because I can't actually stop. Sort of. I feel like there's a lot of hyperventilation and a lot of breathing heavy. I don't know why that is around you, and I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of you feeling like there's not a lot of hope around you. And who's the elderly lady that's actually used to stumble her words? And I feel like this lady has actually got like a little bit of a hump on her nose. She showed me the hump on her nose, light colored eyes and gray hair to here. So her eyes were like a pale blue. So that's the lady there. And I feel like this lady also had anxiety or had breathing issues as well. This lady says hi. She says hi and keep your chin up. She says stop worrying about the things that haven't arrived yet. She says you're always worrying about too far ahead. She says I know you like to be OCD, but that's actually taken its toll on you as well. And I've also got a sore neck with you as well. So left side shoulder, left side neck. And I feel like I'm as stiff as a board here, so I can't really turn my head. So what's happening there with that? Yeah, I feel a lot of anxiety around you. And they just showed me dollars. So I just saw notes. I didn't see the actual coins going out this time, but I saw notes going out, but I saw a lot of notes coming back in. And who's the person that actually rolls up their money and rolls it up on in a elastic band? That's what I get, the rolls and rolls of notes. And I feel like this is an elderly man that used to do that. And he used to have it like rolled up and he used to have it in a little sachet, like not a sachet. It was like how can I say? It was like a material brown colored, like a wooden color. It's like a pencil case with a zipper. And that was where the money was rolled up inside it. That's what I can see. And he always had his hands in his pocket. So he had his hands in his pocket, and Rage is just saying goodbye to us. And he always had his hands in his pocket, and the hands were like he's showing me with one missing finger. So I feel like it's either it's like he's got all the normal pointers and the thumb, but it looks like the little finger was missing. That's what I can see. So missing little finger to me. So if that's not you, then somebody in this live show here on my Facebook page, somebody in there with someone with a missing little finger. Okay, and now I feel like this is on the right-hand side. And I try and tell Spirit all the time not to give me a random thing for everybody. I want to be specific, Spirit, and I want to be specific. Can't even talk. Want it to be specific for that person. I do not want it to be specific for the whole group. I want it to be specific for that person, the messages that I'm getting. And the message for you, Brenda, is keep your chin up. I always say give yourself the 2mm rule or the 2cm rule. So when you put your chin up 2 centimeters or 2mm at least to start with, then you start to feel a bit more confident. You start to stand up taller and you start to feel very, very, empowered with yourself, not deflated, if that makes sense. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Is there any validations there yet, Ellie? No, not yet. Okay. If you have had a reading in the past and you'd like to have and you do have a validation, then please send that through, because it's important that we get the validations. And any psychic medium, or real ones, I should say, they always love to get the genuine, to get their themselves, acknowledged for what they've received from information from Spirit, because that's really important when you do readings. And not that I can get any messages from you guys to tell me I'm on the right track. So literally every single time I go live, I'm putting my neck on the line to say to people, yes, I'm that confident with my Spirit guide that I can actually get a proper message through for you, directly through to you from Spirit live. It doesn't bother me whether it's live, in person, on the phone. I don't really like doing email ones. I like to actually have that interaction of just being able to talk out loud. I don't like to do emails or text messages or whatever. So that's just me. But I just feel it doesn't make it important enough, if that makes sense. So we've also got Yasha Rose, Chloe CJ, the Snow Angel is back. Thank you. So Wendy Harvey, thanks Belinda North. She says, Wendy Harvey, spot on. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. So Tree Spirit, she says, my goal is to be humble and you inspire me. So that's beautiful. Thank you. And we've got Baylis Satur Skeen. She says, Baylis from St. Joseph, MO. Where would MO be, Ellie? Do you know?
Missouri.
We're having a guess here. Look, I did history at school. I clearly should have did geography and maths, because my Spirit guide wants me to do maths, because he always gives me numbers and he asks me to add them up. But my numbers are pretty accurate. If you've just joined me, if don't tell me your numbers, don't give me any. My birthday was XYZ.
Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri. Well done. Ellie's on fire. So Mark Hayes watching. Thanks for joining me. So Wendy Merce Martin says, that is such a beautiful poem prayer as usual. I love how you speak from deep, deep place. Thank you. That's beautiful. What else have we got here? So if I've missed your questions, I'm going to scroll forward. If I've missed your question, then come along and rewrite it again. Don't spam me with 50 in a row, but rewrite it again, because sometimes the software goes so quick for me, I can't keep up with it. And if I'm reading, I have to stop, so I miss a lot of questions. So we've got Ra Mona. I'm from Germany. Thank you. Tell us what time it is over there, Ra. Well, I think that's my first Germany person there. So how cool is that? Right. Delia, don't give me any numbers. I'm not looking at any numbers. Oh, she's just telling me the date. Fair enough. So we've got sunny Florida, 79 degrees at this time. That's beautiful. That's awesome. We've got Mark Hay, 12:20 in the afternoon at Glasgow. 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 Thanks for that. We've also got, Glennis Lacey. She says, full moon tomorrow. Remember, people's exactly. So when the full moon happens, tell me what happens to you, because I always see different things. And I haven't got my Apple Watch on tonight, but I normally track everything and anything with people, because I find that people change when the full moon is out. They're a lot more emotional. There's a lot more arguments, a lot more road rage, a lot more robberies. Apparently, some of my friends are police. So yes, they tell me there's a lot more issues, there's a lot more anger sometimes. Depends on how strong that full moon is. So Charmaine, she says, when you are feeling depressed and down, your voice sends a lovely calming. It makes you feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulders. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I didn't realize I actually do that. So it's really funny, because when you say that to me, it reminded me of when I was driving through the snow. And mind you, it was probably about, I don't know, 10 centimeters thick of snow in the four-wheel drive that we had. And you're going through a blizzard, and we're going uphill, a windy hill, and there's only a cliff over to the right-hand side, because we drive on the left-hand side here. If you're overseas, in Australia, we drive on the left-hand side. And my friend was in the back, and I could feel her energy, and I actually felt sorry for her, because she didn't say a whole word until I got to the spot where we were going to. And I was driving. My other friend that talks like a chatterbox, she was on the left of me sitting in the passenger seat, and she didn't say a whole word. And literally the entire time up that hill, windy hill, I was concentrating so much, but I could feel both the energies in the car, and I could feel that they were panicking. But my calmness actually dropped even a further level down. It was quite bizarre and quite weird. And I just said, Spirit, tell me, give me a sign. All of a sudden, we see a car coming down the hill, and I stopped him, and I said, this is a blizzard. This is like literally snow in our face as we open the window. I said, excuse me, how much further till we get to the top? And he says, oh, keep going. You've got about 500 meters. Well, that 500 meters felt like it was 5 kilometers. But we get around the next turn, and another car comes, because I said, Spirit, for God's sake, please just tell me another sign, give me something else. And then the other person stopped, and as we stopped, and I said, look, how much further? And he says, oh, you're only around the corner. I went, oh, thank God for that. We got around the corner, and there was this tiny little resort. And I'm thinking, you know what? If I didn't trust Spirit, there was absolutely no way I could have turned the car around, because it was a cliff on one side, and there was only room enough for 2 people to come down. And I just knew that I couldn't turn around. There was no way I was going to risk turning around. I just had to keep going to the top and seeing what was there. And I put all my trust in the Spirit. But my friend, she was so relieved. They both had a drink when they got to the resort at the top, and I'm just having something to eat, because I eat like a horse. And sure as ever, you could just feel their energy just deplete, and they were absolutely in shock that I actually got them up that hill. And I said, yep, well, but they said, thank God that you were driving, because one of them said, I would have just left the car there, in the middle of the snow. And I said, no, you can't do that. But anyway, it was actually like, when you're a psychic medium, you can feel people's energy. So I could feel their energy and their anxiety raising in the car. And I'm trying to keep my levels, calm, so I could actually drive the car properly without actually feeling them. But I couldn't, their energies was so panicky that I could actually feel them. It was quite bizarre. So Leona Sunday, she said, that's my father. He doesn't know what's wrong with his shoulder. He can't lift it without it pinching. Yeah, I can tell you what's wrong with that shoulder as a personal trainer, but I won't go into it on here, Lovey. So he needs physio. That's what he needs. So Julie Robertson, she says, maybe your anxiety is me. I'm hoping to move soon from a bad relationship. Will it happen soon? Yes, Lovey, and you need to make it happen as soon as possible. What are you waiting for? Don't stay there. There's a will. Ask your spirit guide for a will to get out of there, and things will start to change. And picture yourself leaving. Picture yourself getting out of there. Okay. And I'll leave that there. So love, like, and share the page, guys. So, okay, so Bailey Sorta Skin, she says, I've lost so many people that meant the world to me. My dad, grandfather, and my husband. I felt that my husband is trying to tell me something. They're always beside you, Bailey, okay? So the spirits, or what I should say is past loved ones, they do not sit with me. They actually sit with you, and they only come through us mediums as a guy, as a conduit, as a line of communication to you, you know. And they'll show me something that actually resonates with you, you know. It might be something as small as, you know, a bunch of flowers or whatever, a bunch of white flowers, which is what I see for you. I don't know why, Bailey, but I see a bunch of white flowers, and it's like someone's actually handed it or put it down or put it into a vase. Have you received the white flowers? And they're specifically white. It looks like the lilies, or I don't know what, I don't know all the names of the flowers. They just look like beautiful white flowers, and there's a few little white long roses and stuff. Oh, it's just very pretty. So if you haven't got it yet, look out for that. That's coming your way, and that's the sign from you. And also, they're showing me magpies or some certain like black and white bird in your area that you have. And this bird, there's be like 1, 2, or 3 sitting on the fence outside. Okay, so these birds here, and you'll hear that sound. And when you hear that sound, I can see you looking out the window, and that's your dad, and everybody saying hello to you. That's a beautiful sign from them to you. And I'll leave that there. So what else have we have here? Renee Welsh is watching. We've got Oni Jerish. Hello. Okay, so Brenda Evans says, oh my god, my dad's coming through as my neck is as my neck is stiff since ashes. Okay, right. I would love a reading, please. Okay, we'll keep going. There we go. So Jim Tim, which is Nicole Sten from memory, she says, my uncle had a missing finger. Yep, a missing finger. There we go. I knew it was somebody in this group here, because I just saw it again. Let me keep going. Is there any validations there yet, Ellie? Okay, over to you.
Yep, so Brenda Evans also said, thank you so much. My granddad passed, rolled notes. Yeah. My grandfather passed, rolled notes as buttered. I can't read it.
What did she say?
That's
Rolled, retoured. I can't even see it. I can't see that. I have to find it. We'll come back to that. Maybe write it down for me there, Ellie, if you can. So we've got Patricia Macaulay. She said she's listening from Texas. I don't know if I've had anybody from Texas before, but anyway, we'll keep going. So let's keep going here with, okay, Yasha Roche says, I would love a reading on travel and my daughter. So, all right, so Yasha. So what do I get for you? So travel and your daughter. Okay, look, I just see, I don't know why, I just got the word separation. And I don't know why, I just got that word separation. Also get 16 around you, so 1 in 6 is 7. So you got the month of July as well. We've also got 8. So August is going to be a big month for you this year. And I just feel like to get all your ducks in a row. So they're saying to me, cross your T's, dot your I's, whatever you're doing throughout the month of August. You've got, you know, they say, what is it, 30 days here, September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. So you've got 31 days to get that right through August. Once you get through August, the rest of the year is set up for you. Okay, and that's going to be really good for you after that. And I also see dollar signs around you. They're also showing me notes. So they're showing me the notes as well. Wow, a lot of people with notes tonight. It's good. That's really good. And I also get the anxiety with you as well, Lovey. And I just feel like that things have got to settle down. You have to actually start to pull back the reins and just look from the big picture, because you're in the picture too much. And it's like, yep. And you don't let anybody talk. You're not listening. Okay. So listen to the signs and listen and look. That's what I'm getting for you. And that's the message for you from this point forward. So things are going to get better. You just need to listen and look around first before you open and talk. Did you get it there, Ellie?
Yep, she posted another one.
Okay, great.
Yep, so Brenda Evans, she said, I'm so grateful. My neck is stiff since ashes. come down and my arm. My granddad lost his little finger and rolled notes hiding them. Grey-haired lady, my man, and yes, she used to say, "Don't overthink things. Anxiety is, I think, higher." We are still waiting coroner's report on coroner. We are still waiting on coroner's
report
on how my brother passed. I'm more at ease now, thanks.
Yeah, right. So he lost his little finger. That was the one too. So we've got two people in here that's lost a finger. But I read for Brenda, which is the little finger. So there you go. That's spirit for you. So did she mention anything about the she did this, she said the neck too, didn't she? Her neck is sore. That's right. Yeah. And that was the father with the shoulder. Okay, perfect. I also get number 12 around you, Brenda, as well. So December. Right. So Montana. So Ellie, yeah, Montana is empty, right. So Glynis Lacey, she says, I thrive on a full moon. Go figure. That's awesome. Okay. So we've got Mark. Hey, any guidance, please, or a small message, please? Okay, Mark. So I get the number 12 around you too. So 1 and 2 is 3. So you've got the month of March and you've also got the month of December. So what's coming up in December? Don't look at Christmas, okay? So this is like either the 16th, 17th, 18th of December. I feel like it's a 3-day thing. It looks like to me there's travel involved. There's like going from one state to another state. And then also I feel like there's a relationship at the moment, and there's part of it where you've got your mind in one part and then the rest of it's just off limits. It's just you can't go there. That's what they're saying to me. I don't know why they're saying to it. And I also feel like going forward for you, there's a lot of things coming up that you're not aware of that are coming up, but just brace yourself, okay? It might seem like it's the end of the world sometimes, but I feel like this is a good thing for you. It's a lessons learned. And what they're saying to me, once you learn the lessons, then things are going to be a lot more smoother because you'll know what to expect next time around, if that makes sense. And I also get the number 11 around you. So 1 and 1 is 2. So you got the month of February. And who's the person? Wow. So who's the person that has a lot of anxiety? I feel like this could be you, but they always, when they get anxious, they always like swallow a lot, and they always feel like they've got a lot of saliva in their mouth. It's like they're really, really dry, and they make funny noises with their mouth. Okay. So it's like I can hear the noises coming through. So it's like they've got, I don't know how to explain it. It's like their saliva up or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Noisy, I don't know, swallowing, I guess. And I also feel like for you too going forward. Now, who's the person with the elbow pain or elbow issues or elbow injury or something like that? Because I just touched my right arm as well, and that seems to be very painful there. So someone's actually had an injury or done something to the right elbow where they can't, or the wrist there. So it's from here to here now, and I can feel that I can't actually turn my wrist properly. So something's happened to the right arm there. And I feel like this could have been coming off a motorbike or off a bike or something, off something. They've fallen on something and they've landed the wrong way. That's what I get. And I also see an elderly man around you as well. This man looks like to me he's about, I don't know, he'd be just a bit taller than me, so probably about 172 centimeters tall, and he's got sort of black charcoal to black colored hair, and it's a little bit it's a little bit afro, but not like the big fuzzy wuzzy. It's actually just like a short fuzzy wuzzy, if that makes sense. And this man's got dark brown eyes, olive skin, this man as well. Okay, and I feel like this man is going to, it's sort of like he's very friendly, but sometimes he comes across not friendly, this person, okay? So it's like you're treading on eggshells sometimes, and just be careful, okay? Because going forward, don't put all your trust into them. Just hang back and just see from the outside and see what goes on, and I feel like that you're going to find out. And it also show me too that you're like me, you just don't know how to use it properly. So I see spirit on my right, and I see shadows, and when I see the shadows on my right, my spirit gives me a theme. And the theme is showing me that you're facing to the left, and I see a mist of spirit behind you. And don't be scared, it's not a ghost. And also I see the shadows on my right hand side, which tells me that's the same theme that my spirit guide will tell me, that if a person that I'm reading for is the same as me, but they don't know how to use it. That's how I see it. So my spirit will always give me themes. For example, they'll give me the car theme. And who's the person with the white car as well? I always get a lot of white cars. I don't know why. It's just really bizarre. And this is a 4-door car. And I want this car to be looked at within the next 2 to 4 weeks. I don't want it to be driven after that if you haven't got it checked with maintenance. That's really important. Take my word for that. Okay. All right. So we've got Jessica Smith. She's from Melbourne, Australia. She says, does Spirit have anything to tell me? Yes, keep your chin up there, lovey. I feel like things are just a bit on top of you right now. And I just feel like that going forward, things are going to change. It's all about mindset. And if you don't change your mindset, you can't change your life. That's what I'm seeing for you. And also saying to me, I just got the word love/relationship. So that's coming up if it already hasn't started. If you're currently in a relationship, I just feel like things are going to get a little bit better for you, okay? Some worry that you're having, but I think it's all in your mind. Your attention to detail is overcooking the carrots, they're saying to me. And I also get the number 9 around you, so you got the month of September as well, and I also just got 7. So either the 9 or the September or the July and the 7. So whatever those numbers relate to as well, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okie dokie. You're right there, Ellie. You got any validations? Yeah, beautiful. Go for it.
Yep. So I've got 3 validations. The first one is from Charmaine Black. She says, that is good. And since I moved, there is always birds knocking on my window in the sitting room. Sometimes it is 2 or 3, and they're both knocking at the same time in my house where I lived, and it was on the same window, sitting room, or my bedroom window.
That's what I said. I said they'd come through, and there were 3 of them on the fence. It was around there. Yep, beautiful.
Julie Robertson said, thank you so much. I have been plus getting the help I need. I won the Xmas reading, and you said back then I would move in 6 to 7 months. So coming true, I just need to know, will her son be okay?
Yes, he will. And
Yasha Rose, she says, separation is from my daughter. My birthday is in August. Starting a new job in 2 weeks. Anxiety is with sharing a room. 12 this birthday. Yes, to listen, love and light.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Well done, guys. Okay. Leona Sanders says, thank you. I will tell him. Yes, beautiful. What else have we got here, guys? So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. I'm live on about 8 platforms tonight. So we stream across 2 group pages. One has 141,000 people, and the other one has 252,000 people in it. So we're streaming across 500,000 people, which is really, really nice. If I can help everybody there, it'd be amazing. Okie dokie. Right, I'm just sort of reading as I'm going here. Kim Jade, is there anything from Spirit for me, dear Lesley? Yes. So I don't know why, but I get a sore neck for you as well. Sore neck on the left-hand side, same spot as the last lady. So left side. I also feel like my sinuses are all like just gone crazy. Are you allergic to something, or is someone around you that's allergic to something and they've got sneezes, their eyes are watering, everything's going on? It's like they've got the flu, but they don't have the flu. They can kind of breathe, but they can't breathe, if that makes sense, through their nose. And I also get the anxiety for you as well. So what's in number 12 and 16? Again, I've got those 2 numbers. So you've got December and you've also got July as well. You've got the 7 and you've got the 3. So I want you to look up the 1, 2, and 3 angel numbers. And also my left forearm is really painful right now. So it's like I can't move my arm, or RSI or carpal tunnel or something like that. Something's going on with that left forearm. And the person that's around you too, there's an elderly lady that's around you, and I feel like this lady had brown hair, and when she was younger, she showed me a photo of her when she was younger, and it looks like to me she's got a photo where she's got her hair pinned to the side, and it's a chocolate brown hair. It's like beautiful chocolate brown hair, and there's like little waves of curls, specific curls that she's got in her hair, and it's got a clip to it, and she's also got the brown eyes as well. Or they look like actually one. I don't know if there's twins, because one just showed me brown eyes and the other one just showed me hazel eyes. So the hair is slightly different for both of them though, because I just saw two different types of hairdo. So I see one a little bit shorter, one a little bit longer. And I also feel like that I feel like this might be a grandmother or a great grandmother around you, but there's an old photo, and that's a really, really old photo. It looks like to me she's in a green dress with this is like a round neck dress, like down to the chest, and it's also sleeveless, and she's got like a white belt in a green dress. It's very pretty. Very pretty for that era, she's saying to me. She really, really enjoyed to dress up. This lady wears a lot of lipstick, a lot of like, beautiful, beautiful, clear porcelain skin as well. She's very pretty, very beautiful. And she's very vain. She's like to dress up all the time, even around the house. If anybody came to the house, she'd always be dressed up. And I'll leave that there, Kim. Thank you. If you could validate that, that would be amazing. So what else have we got here? Katia Marcello. Katia here again from Melbourne, Baldwin North. She says, hope you're well. Hi, Lesley. Has Spirit got any messages for me this evening? Thank you to Spirit and yourself. Beautiful. So, Katie, Marcello. All right, let's keep going. So what have I got for her? Oh, I get the number 3. I just got 2, and then and they said they pushed that aside, and then they just gave me 3. So what's that? So we've got 23 as well. So you've got the month of May coming up, and I also got number 5. So now, I don't understand this, but I see like an old-fashioned horse and cart, and I don't know why. It's going down a dirt road. And it looks like to me you've got a picture of that, or somebody was married in that, or somebody wants to be married in that. I just see the horse and cart. And it's beautiful. But this looks like a black and white photo, but they were married in it. It looks like they were sitting in it, and they actually got married. It's a really, really old photo. And I feel like this is a generation down. And they're saying to me 5 generations. That's a long time. And now that lady was very spiritual herself, but she didn't ever let that on. You might not even know that because it's so far, she was gone before you were born. But you'll know things about her with the photos and stuff like that. Now, this has got a silver frame around it as well. Yeah. And also this lady, she's very elegant. Another one, very elegant, very vain, like to have her hair. And she's showing me this might be the same lady coming through. Her energy is very strong because I just saw the same photo as the last one I just described. I'm going to try and get them separated, because if they don't get separated, they'll get all confused, and it's not good, because then Spirit, everyone wants to run through the door here and with Spirit, and then they all bombard me. So let's pull back a bit. Okay, now they just said handkerchief or tissue. So what's with the handkerchief? I feel like this lady used to carry her own handkerchiefs around, iron them as well with the old-fashioned iron. It's like they used to put the iron, not an electric one, they used to put it on the hot stove and then bring it off the hot stove to iron things and then put it back on the hot stove. They used to also boil their water on the hot stove as well. And this stove was a really, really old-fashioned fire stove. And I'll leave that there. So that's kind of a long-term message from Spirit there. I feel like it's gone back five or 6 generations, but you're going to see it. It's like there's something's been handed down from the generation to generation. That's what I'm getting, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So anything else there, Ellie? Not yet? So Ray Mona, she says, my sister passed away recently and we don't know what she died of. Can you please feel for her in your body? Wow, that's a tough one there. Let's see what we can do. Now, I don't know why, Ra, but I'm getting head, and I feel like there was trauma to the head, and I feel like this lady has had her heart on her sleeve. Very empathetic lady, very, very emotional as well. It's like the emotions were quite strong, and I feel like there's a lot of lack of communication, and they also show me issues with the face. So what's with the face and the head area? If that's not you, it's someone around you that's had injury to the head. And I feel like it feels like my forehead's been caved in. I feel like I've actually had impact on my forehead, and I can't see, and I feel like this might be blood on my face. Okay, so she's just shown me her face has actually got blood on it. And I feel like this. I feel like that you have not been able to have a decent sleep. You have not been able to have a decent meal because you feel so sick in the stomach, worrying about this all the time. And I don't feel like she suffered. I just feel like this was instant. Okay. And this lady had dark brown hair and looks like to me dark brown eyes. Now she's quite shy. She's turning her face away from me. She didn't want me to see her face anymore. So I don't understand that either. Normally they just stand there in front of me or they stand beside me as a transparent figure. Now this lady did not want to show me her face. She's pulling her hair over her face so that I don't see it because she doesn't want me to say that anymore, which is fair enough. And I also get the number 17 around her when 1 and 7 is 8. So you've got the month of August as well. And coming up to, you've got, looks like 22 or just the 2 because I just saw 2 and then I saw a 2 again. So I'm not sure if I missed a 22 or just a 2. So you got the 4, and which is the month of April as well. So I feel like that was a significant time for you as well in the family. And there's a lot of trauma around the family. So this is just not the first person that's actually had a passing around you, but this is the most memorable one. This is the most one that's hit home and it's closest to your heart. And that's very, that's very general for me to say that, but I just feel like this is an impact for you. Wow. The message for you, lovey, is to keep on going, doing what you're doing, okay? She's right beside you. She's never going to stop leaving. She's never going to leave your side and stay with us, medium. She's always going to be by your side. Now, what's with the black lounge? Did you guys used to eat food on a black lounge? Because I just saw an old-fashioned, looks like to me a leather lounge where all the leather was kind of pulled off it, like it was just back to the material. It's quite an old-fashioned lounge. And it looks like it's black to me, like a 3-seater black, and it used to sit there and looks like you used to eat ice cream or eat something out of a white bowl together when you were kids. That's what I'm looking at. And you just sit there and watch TV. That's what I can see. Or something. You'd watch something outside. I don't know. I can't quite see. Looks like it flashed a TV, but then it changed to something else. Looks like a fireplace, perhaps. And just to keep warm. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. She says hello and she says she loves you. I still feel the head though. I still feel I get the migraine head, and I just feel like, wow, my head just wants to explode. I don't know if it's aneurysm or it's trauma to the head, but I feel like I've had it here in my forehead. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any validations there? Not yet. Oh, we'll go early.
Yep. So Ramona said she had problems with her head. It was instead, yes, very dark brown hair. She also said, yes, trauma in the family. She is very close to me. And yep, that's all good.
Oh, so it was the trauma in the head. That's what I was feeling. Yeah, right. So that trauma in the head too, I just feel like could have been a hit to the head, or because it was so painful, but it actually feels like it's more to the right-hand side. And I feel like this could be aneurysm or something not right with the blood flow to the brain. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't make sense. I'm not a doctor, so I just have to say what I get and what I feel. All right, let's keep going. So you're listening to International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and we'll be back in a second.
Alive 90.5.
Okay, medical students, who can tell me what blood type A means?
It means that A-type antigens are in the blood.
So that impact
Very
there,
good. And who can tell
that
me what
impact there was
B-type
right there,
blood
guys,
means?
and here.
Me.
Yes.
A B-type blood means
Blacktown City. Woo! Blacktown City is in the blood.
And is it a rare blood type?
not around my neck of the woods. Show your support and show up. Blacktown City FC. Your town, your team.
Station sponsor.
The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight and delivered to 75 different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury
So, guys,
areas.
if you're on
unable to
the
pick up
main
printed copy, there is
page,
free online access
that's
at
fantastic. If you're not, come over to the main page if you're on one of the group pages. Margaret Bennett from Scotland in the UK, 12:35 p.m. Hello. Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, and country.
Station sponsor.
The Alive 90.5 Australian Spectrum
We've got a couple
Show
of-
with Ross Gear at 9 p.m.
All right, well, I've got
Tuesday
another
night.
minute to
And
go.
the studio guest, who is currently currently performing on the Sydney music scene. Tune in to hear some wonderful new music, new album launches, news on
Okay,
up-and-coming
guys, we'll be
festivals,
back.
and news of when some of our studio guests are performing around town. That's every Tuesday
The hour
night
went
at
quick.
9
My
p.m.
God.
on Alive 90.5.
We are the Insight
Another
Intelligence
ad.
Group, specializing in Australian corporate
Thank you so much.
investigations
I've
and
been
information
visually.
risk management, workplace investigations, competitor analysis, social media intelligence, reputational risk management,
Got that,
internal
Wendy?
or external investigations. Professional and proactive Insight Intelligence Group works with you to ensure the success of the investigation. Australia-wide or global, facts, not opinion.
You're back
02
on
882
in 15
9837. Insightintelligence.com.au.
Station sponsor.
Alive 90.5. All the way from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And if you'd like to have a free reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Your music, your station. I've got a couple of validations coming up there from Ellie. Over to you, Ellie.
So Ramona said, thank you for your kind words. She probably had an aneurysm.
There you go.
And blood low rag. And she also said, thank you so much for the reading.
Yeah, you're welcome. What did she say? Blood what, sorry?
Blood low rag.
Oh, I don't understand what that means. Don't understand. You guys have got to write properly because us Aussies over here, we don't understand your the lingo. Have you got any more?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And then there was one more from Kim Jade. She said, yes, sore neck and painful sinus. My grandmother was a model and your description sounds like her.
Beautiful.
Hearing from her brings tears to my eyes of love. Yes, I have a treasured photo of her when she was young that she shared with me, and I was the same age. I'll look up the numbers. Thank you so much, dear Leslie.
That's why I saw her all dressed up with her hair. She was modeling, doing her hair and all that stuff. That's right. I couldn't put my finger on that one. I have to get used to that, Spirit. So when you show me a photo and something like that, yeah, let me know. Just put model up there or something. I don't know. Oh, cute. Beautiful. So, there's another one there. Yasha Rose. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, you've done that one?
Yeah.
All right. Karen Riley is watching. Thanks for joining me. Katie Marcello. Yes, I did her earlier. Mark Hayes has been told that many times now. Well, you've got to listen to it, lovely, because if you're not listening, you're missing the lesson. He says, my friend in work fell off a bike the other day. Yeah, there you go. I feel like there's more done to the arm. He says, my relationship's not good, trying to talk me just now. Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes things are there to test you. You've got to actually, put 100% into the relationship if you're in one. And then if it doesn't work, you can't say you didn't try. Melinda Norsh says, my 4-door white car is currently having issues. There you go, 100%. Right, we've got Tracy Louise Densley. She says, from sunny coast Queensland. Beautiful. Lucy Magno, thanks for joining me. Right, okay, so Glennis Lacey says, don't forget to put your crystals out to be, yes, energized by the strawberry moon. Yes, guys, well, not that I know much about that. The Jess Blacks and the, sounds like Glennis knows a lot about crystals as well. And Dee King, she knows a lot about the crystals. We've got Tracy Louise Densley. She says, I just lost my dad 3 weeks ago. Anything from him, please. Did I do her now? Why do I get my neck sore with you? Everyone's got a sore neck tonight. Did everyone sleep upside down or something? I don't know. Now, why do I feel pressure on my eyes? I feel like either he can't see or he has issues with the eye area. Now I can see everything's crystal clear. It's amazing. It's like he just got a new set of eyes to see, or he's got new glasses or something. So what's happened there with the eyes? I feel like there was pressure, then all of a sudden there was light, They're also showing me too that what's number 11 around you, and I also got number 12. So between 11/12 or the 11th of the 12th, or in some countries it's the other way around. So the 12th of the 11th, I get that as well. And I also feel like stomach area. So this man was, look, he's showing me that he was a tall man and he used to do something with his button or his pants, did he used to tie it up with rope? Because he's saying just like you, Leslie, because I've got, when you got your tracksuit pants and you got the rope in it, that's he's saying just like you, Leslie. It's not quite just like you, but and I feel like there's number 2 around you and number 3 around you as well. So you've got the month of February, you've also got the month of March. Now I feel sick around him, and I feel like there's a lot of things going on, and I feel like you feel the actual pain of the sickness as well that I'm getting. It's either you or him. And I also see an elderly lady hanging around there as well, and I feel like they're together on the other side. Now, did he like a drink? Because he's showing me that he liked to drink as well. He's also showing me, keep the peace. He's saying to me, don't worry about, don't stress about all the other stuff, he says. And you know what I mean, he's saying. I don't know what he means, but he's saying to me that you know what he means. And I feel like there's a brother. Now, why did I get brother-in-law or brother? Well, brother-in-law or brother is got some confusion, or he's worried about that person. So the message for you is to do a welfare check, get the phone call to that person, okay? And if you don't know who it is, it could be somebody else in the group that's close to you. But I just feel like this is you. It's either brother or brother-in-law or somebody with that kind of that persona to you, which is like a brother figure to you, okay? And I also feel like this pain in the neck is also coming down through the back part of my shoulder into my shoulder blade, right down one side of my back. So what's happened now? I feel like there was either a fall, and it looks like someone's gone for a sixer, when both their feet come up in the air and they both land on the, and like they land on their back. Okay, and someone's gone to pick them up. I feel like this was a man, and he's just it's like he's trodden on invisible banana skin, and he's just gone for a huge stack. And there was a railing. Looks like there was a railing there too, and he's just missed the railing to grab that, and he couldn't actually grab that. So that's quite bizarre. So, yeah. And he's also shown me number 22 around you as well. So 2 and 2 is 4. So you definitely got the month of April, and I also get the number 22. He said take it back to 22 and 18. So I've got the number 18. So 1 and 8 is 9. So you got September also. So you got a lot of numbers there, a lot of things going on. September is going to be a very busy month for you as well. And I feel like September is going to be amazing. So keep your ears and eyes open for good opportunities coming up, because it's going to be around September flowing into October. Okay. And don't look at all the sad stuff. He's saying to me, get away from the sad and bad, doom and gloom. He's saying, look up to the light and start to smile. He's saying, put that big smile, that cheesy grin on your face that you used to have years ago, because that's going to start and send that beautiful emotions around to people. He's saying, and this is what I usually say as well, is emotions are contagious. So if you're doom and gloom, everybody around you is going to be doom and gloom. If you're bubbly and bright and happy, walk around with a smile on your face, what do you think is going to reflect from you? It's going to be beautiful, beautiful emotions around you, which is going to start to pay off. You'll start to learn these lessons as you go, because even me telling you that, you haven't learnt it, you won't learn it, but you'll start to go, oh my God, and you'll start to realize going down the next couple of months that, oh my God, Dad was right, And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any validations there, Ellie? Not yet? Right. Send through your validations, guys, once I've done the reading. That would be amazing. Okay. Right. All right. So Stephanie Athill, she says, what are my gifts and how can I tap into them so I can hear more? So guys, I do workshops on up and coming psychic mediums, and I help them. So my last workshops, I've never ever taught anybody how to use a tarot card or a crystal ball. I have no clue how to use that. I just use pure messages from spirit, and I receive everything from my right hemisphere. Everything comes in on the right side for me. That's why I look always to the right. My eyes are looking around the room. So if you want to join the workshop, go over to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. There's a beginner's course, there's an intermediate course, and there's also a psychic PT one. There's a lot of people that's registered their interest for that. However, if you want to actually join that actual workshop, you have to actually go and purchase the tickets on the site that it says there. So we've got Wendy Harmer is watching. Thanks for joining me. Let's keep going. So I'm going to scroll forward now, guys. So if I've missed your question, then please repost the question. Right. So Ellen LP says, my husband is struggling. I wonder if there's anything from spirit regarding him, or even anything about me helping him. So sometimes I just feel like sometimes I feel like your husband goes very, very low and he can't actually get himself out of there. Now he needs to start moving. That's the thing. And it's the hardest part is to get him to move. And I just feel like things for him as well is, look, they're saying to me, anxiety, depression, but I just feel like he's just miserable. That's what I feel. I just feel like he's more miserable and a bit sad that he hasn't gone on the right path in life. That's what I get. And that some people have actually burnt the bridges with him, and it's sort of cut him to the bone. He takes everything to heart. As much as he's a tough person on the outside, he's a bit of a sukilala on the inside. So, and I also feel like for him that it's time for him to start stepping up with regards to what he wants to do. Sometimes these people feel a bit inadequate, but I just don't feel like he feels that. I just feel like he's a bit sad because he's just lost a few things that are close to heart. That's what I think, and it's like he's grieving, not depressed, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. That's what Spirit's telling me. And the way you can help him is let him be. Let him just do let him pull himself out of it. Nobody is on this earth to make people happy. You cannot make people happy if they don't want to be happy. That's not your job. Your job is to be the perfect partner. Yes, I understand, but you're not there to make people happy. And that's because it makes you unhappy, if that makes sense. So, it's a bit of reverse psychology. Sometimes it's easier just to let them be and just sit back on the fence and watch what happens and then do the support, to just give them the support when they need it. And also, get some help, get some, like, what's it called? We've got Lifeline over here. I'm not sure what country you're from, but we've got Lifeline over here, and they help with people that are in despair, and that's what the Lifeline. It's a free service. You call it up, and it actually helps a lot of people. So I highly recommend doing something like that, or going seeing a psychologist or counselor or something that can actually help him get out of this. Once they start moving, they're a much better person. And it could be the full moon, so just hang in there. Sometimes I see this happening 2 or 3 days, 4 days leading into a full moon, and then it's in the full moon for 3 days or whatever the case may be per moon. And then when they're coming out, I see it extend out into it. So it's like a period of 7 to 10 days. People can be sad and not realize and not understand why they've got so much energy sometimes, or why they're so sad sometimes, or why they're so low and down. So 90%, it's something else that's reflected from them outside of the normal thing that they can't control. But anyway, I'm not a counselor. I just, whatever comes from Spirit, I just say. So, and I'll leave that there. So Ramona, she said, yes, trauma in the family. She's very close to me. Yeah, that's right. We read that one before. Got that one too. So Zathia, she says, hi from New Zealand. Do my guides have a message for me, please? I'm struggling in my life right now, or does my Nan have a message for me? So Zali, I can't say your name, Zathia, Z-A-R-H-I-A, Zaria. That's an unusual, beautiful name, and I feel like that's a special name too. And why do I get 67, 68 for you? So 6 and 7, that's 13, and you've got 6 and 8, what's that, 14? So why do I get the 13 and 14 numbers around you as well? And I also feel like for you going forward, the number 8 and for August is significant as well. And also leading into September, you're going to have a bit more money. They're saying to me, that's what you're going to have. I just feel like that what she got here, I'm struggling right now. My Nan, yeah. I just feel like your Nan left. Look, she's shown me different things. I've seen her in hospital, and I see her walking with you. Then I see her in hospital. Then I see her like pottering around the garden, and then I just see her back in hospital again. So I don't know what's going on there. But if that's not your Nan, it's someone around you that's had that issue. That 1 minute they're in hospital having something going on, it's like heart, and then I feel like it's breathing, and then they have heart, and then they have breathing, so it's like a combination of things. And did this lady have some issues with the back of her neck as well, or is that you, Zaria? And I also feel like going forward, even though you're feeling in despair, you have to start to look at the big picture, okay? Because you're actually saying the words are, so your words are extremely negative, and you're saying to me, I'm struggling in my life right now, Okay, so when you say things out loud like that, or you think it, the universe is constantly listening to you. So you must go and watch The Secret. I say this on every single one of my shows. It is so important. It's on YouTube, and Ellie will post it up there. So she's going to post it up on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll be able to see that come up. And now this has changed a lot of my followers' life. It's just changed my life. If you have not watched The Secret, you need to get over there and watch it on YouTube. It's free. It's take 1 hour of your time, and you're going to say, oh my God, where have I been all these years? So your words are quite negative there, Zaria, and you need to stop saying things like, I'm struggling right now, even though you are, but Spirit will continually put things in your path to make you struggle, because it doesn't know left or right, doesn't know right from wrong. It doesn't know negative to positive, it just doesn't know anything. It just knows literal. So if you're saying I'm struggling right now, what is it going to do? It's going to make you continue to struggle, because it wants to please you every time. And if you're not saying stuff like that, and if you're saying I want to be happy, I'm going to be happy, I love my life, it's an amazing day coming up, etc., what's going to happen? It's going to be an amazing life. It's going to be an amazing day. I'm going to have money. I won't have to worry about money. I won't have to worry about this. I won't have to worry about that, because it's always going to be good. So you need to change that mindset from above first. Okay, and then things will start to change. And then watch The Secret for me as soon as possible. And I'll leave that there. So, right. We've done that one. Mona says, thank you so much for your reading. You're welcome. Okie dokie. So has anyone got any specific rituals that they do with regards to the full moon coming up with their crystals or anything like that? I'm really interested to know, what do you have that you do as a ritual? Sometimes people can't sleep, and I get a lot of clients of mine, especially my PT clients, they always used to tell me, oh, I didn't sleep last night, and I'd go, yep, I know. And they go, how would you know? And I go, because it's a full moon. And they go, oh, okay. And they never used to believe me until the next full moon. Then the next full moon, they go, oh, I think I believe you now. So, okay, let's keep going. Glennis Lacey, real quick, 100%. Thank you. So, Jules Polgaze, yes, she's got the ski up there. Okay, here's that word again. So, Melanie Leach says, good morning, ladies in spirit, from the sunny... Well, what was that? From the sunny Auckland, 7:53 a.m. in the morning. So we've got Catherine Connors. She's recently lost my partner. Any messages from Spirit, please? So Catherine, that's not nice. It's really sad. I'm sorry for your loss. So Catherine Connors. CONNORS. Oh, look. I just feel like, I don't know why, I just got the word survivor, and you're a survivor too. And I feel like this is, and for some reason I get this really itchy head around you. So I don't feel like this is dandruff. I don't feel like this is anything but Spirit touching the back of your head. So even when you're sitting there by yourself, you get an itchy head, and I feel like that's your partner right behind you, trying to let you know that he's there, okay? I just feel like this partner of yours is like dark brown hair and eyes, and the hair was quite short, very well manicured hair. And I feel like this person, there's sort of like, he's saying to me that he's gone before he was his time, okay? And I know that's hard to hear, and I know that's not what you want to hear, but I feel like this person loved you with his heart as well. And he's also, now, was there a funny thing where they did that? And people on the radio can't see it, but where they did that with the love hearts, with the fingers, where they make the love hearts out of the fingers. That's what he's asking me to show you. He loved you with all his heart. And now, do you still hold this looks like a light colored or a light greeny cream, I can't quite see the color, sloppy Joe, that you hold him better and that you cuddle every night? Because I see you holding that dear to you, and he knows that. And then when you're lying on your right side, he's stroking the back of your hair, because I can see him right behind you, lying there with you. And do you often get restless legs? Because that's him touching your legs, and that's what he's showing me there. He's sitting at the end of the bed as well. and he likes to leave you in peace. And have you noticed some lights changing and flickering on around the house? Now, this has been going on for a while. Okay, so this is every time you go to some room. It's not every time, but often when you go to a room, you get the sensation that somebody's around you. You can feel his energy. And you'll hear a bird, you'll hear something that actually resonates through to him. And that's what your memory is of him, okay? I just see that. I've also seen like the lights flickering, and there's also a light at the side of the table, of your bedside table, and it looks like to me that the table light is actually flickering as well. So that's another sign. And did you see some sort of? He's showing me a mist, and this looks like a mist, and this has been from the mirror. So when you look in the mirror, there was a mist behind you, okay, and that was him. And I feel like that you actually saw that yourself. He's shown me that you saw it because you looked at it twice, and it's like you burst into tears. I can see the tears. It's like you look in the mirror and I can see the tears coming down your face. And he's also shown me that you're suffering with a bit of anxiety. Financially, things are going to go okay. It's just that you need to save your money. Just put your money into the right things. He's saying, don't waste your money right now. Just hold on to everything. He liked to hold his money as well. And he's saying that things are quite tight right now, but things are going to get better. So look up, keep your chin up, he's saying to me. Okay, and also get the number 9 around you, and 12 and 16 again. So I got a lot of 12s and 16s tonight. That's a lot. So we've got the month of July, and I also get the month of December. So going forward, things are going to be a lot better for you. So keep your chin up there, lovey, and he's right beside you. And keep talking out loud because he's listening. He's acknowledging. You just don't see it yet. Okay, so look out for the signs. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. Over to you, Ellie.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of validations. The first one's from Tracy Louise. She says, "Oh my God, thank you so much. Yes, my dad had a massive stroke. His whole left side went, and he fell and hit his chin on the bedside table. Passed away 5 days later. He was a tall man. His brother is struggling as he is the only one left now. Thank you so much. You are so kind. By the way, my husband has been applying for his dream job overseas. Maybe September it will come true."
Ah, beautiful. Yes. That's beautiful. Is that the only one?
Got
One
4
more?
more. Zaria said, "Yes, my nan was in hospital and back home heaps of times. She loved her garden. She died of a heart attack. I'm getting chills right now. Thank you. I've been trying to stop my negativity, but I forgot about some words too."
Yeah, right. So there's a question here from Leona Sunday. She says, "I want to go to Long Island for my son's lacrosse." She says, "Am I missing anything if I don't go besides the game?" Laughing out loud. She doesn't want to watch the game. She says, "It's a 6 or 7 hour drive. I still think you should go. 100% you should go." Okay. So that's my spirit message for you. Even though you're going to enjoy that beautiful time with your son. It's so critical you go, and he's going to love support because he can't. It's like secretly you're his little support mechanism in the background. Even though you both know that, but in his mind he just loves that support. Okay, so that's really important for him, especially this game. It's going to be something special. Wendy Moose March says, "Thanks, strange. I have a bad neck. I fell over last Wednesday. Fell on the side of my head. Oh gosh, neck still isn't right. Oh, sorry to hear that, Wendy. Hang in there, lovey. Get some magnesium into you and a nice beautiful hot bath. Get some hot pack on your neck." Okay, like a hot water bottle, like in one of those crocheted little knitted things, whatever they call it. So Ruve Reedy says, "I keep dreaming of my mother-in-law. She's 96. She's still in living. It's lots of paperwork around her. Much appreciated. If Spirit can help out, please, Leslie. Thank you for your time." So if she's still in the living, she's 96. Well, it doesn't make sense that you're dreaming of her. I feel like that you're just conscious that she's not comfortable, and that you need to go maybe see her and just get that comfort back. That's what I feel with her. It's just something's bothering your mind, your subconscious mind. That's what I get. And I'll leave that there. Wow. Tara Laspina, she says, "Hi Leslie, I hope you're having a great night. I've been thinking of someone from the past lately. Is there any chance of a future reunion?" No, lovey, I don't feel like that. I'm sorry, an ex or a partner or whatever it is in the past is there for a reason. It wasn't meant to be in the first place, okay? So I'll leave it there. Barbara Exton is watching. Thanks for joining me. Who else have we got here? So, wow. So Oliver Grace Scott, will my partner that I hadn't seen for 43 years, will we be married? Well, that is the most bizarre question. How are you going to get married if you haven't seen the person for 43 years? I don't understand that question there, Olive. That's kind of will we be married? I don't feel like you're going to be married. Don't feel like it, that's for sure. Kimsey Crystal Infused. This is Catherine. She says, the workshops are amazing, shared and loved. Hi, beautiful lady. I'm desperate to know what you can tell me from spirit. The pain is ridiculous. Thank you. Oh, what pain? What pain are you having there, Catherine? I don't understand. Hey?
Charmaine.
Charmaine. I keep calling her Catherine. I get this damn name in my head. Okay, Charmaine. Thanks, Ellie. So what's going on with the pain there? I don't know why. I don't feel any pain in my body, but I feel like there was a break. I can't remember what you said a couple of weeks ago. Honestly, I can't remember. I'll just keep going there. Desperate to know what you can tell me from spirit. I just feel like there was a break or so. Was there a break with the sun or something? I can't remember. I honestly don't know what I said. I really couldn't tell you. Sorry. Tracy Gibson, really odd that lots of people have some sore necks. My neck has been really painful for a few days too. That's bizarre, I know. Well, that's the issue. That's what I've been having all night there, Tracy. It's quite bizarre, isn't it? It's like sometimes I feel spirit gives you a theme at night. And you have, kind of, I don't know, it might be photos themes, or it might be love themes, or it might be just relationships, and communication breakdown, something like that. But I always get themes sometimes. Yes, so what have we got here? Margaret Bennett, hello, found the main page. Hello, Lesley and Ellie and Spirit. Any messages for me, please? If drawn, thank you. So you've got to come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Okay. All right, Margaret, I don't know why, but I feel like there's a lot of things going on around you, and I just saw sand/ocean. If you haven't gone there yet, you'll be going there, because I just see sand/ocean. And also I see like little lake and a river or something like that, of water flowing down, and there's like ducks in the water. There's lots of stuff. It's like a pond. It's like a little area. I don't know why they're showing me that, but I have to say what I get. And I also feel like for you, the number 7 for you, so you got the month of July as well, is significant. And going forward, there's a few things. There's a couple of obstacles coming up with regards to work and play, they're saying to me. So don't mix the two together at all. And keep your mouth zippity zip whenever you're talking to people, if it's at work or if it's around the social scenes or whatever. Just keep it zippity zip for this month. What's this month? So we've got so it's already the 13th till the end of the month, because I feel like that people are just going to start gossiping more. And I say that more because they have been gossiping around you, because I see the venom coming down the sides of their face there. And I just feel like there's unnecessary stuff that you don't need to tell them. So keep your mouth zippity zip. That's what I want to tell you. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Ian Dimmick is watching. Thanks for joining me. We've got Wendy Harvish's workshops are brilliant and also fun, well worth attending. Thank you, Wendy. It's beautiful. All right. So tell me, guys, what happens to you when you have a full moon? If you have noticed anything different for you, and I'll just keep scrolling forward here because I'm running a bit way behind. I can see. Okay. So I'm just reading. All right. I don't like it when people are rude on my page, so I'm going to ignore that question. So Margaret Bennett, yes, Mark, I heard it was on the wrong page. You'll need to look back and check the numbers, etc. I'm glad for you. All right. Okay, Zaria, that's how you say her name. She just clarified it for me. Thank you. My nan was in hospital and back home heaps of times, and she loved her garden. She died of a heart attack, and I'm getting chills right now. That's Ellie did that one before. Okay, did you do that one there from Ellen?
No, I've got
Okay.
that on the top of my list.
Okay, go Ellie, over to you.
Yeah, so Alan LP said, thank you. He lost both of his parents and he has no more connection with his only sibling since their death. I also believe it's grief. It's hard to sit back and let him go through this, but I will, because trying to find solutions for him is weighing me down and rippling sadness through our home.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, like I said, Ellen, sometimes you just can't help some people, and you need your people weren't put on this earth to make everybody else happy. That's where relationships go wrong, that they always expect the other person to make them happy, but it's not meant for that. It's actually it's traumatizing. So everyone's got to have their own happiness and make themselves happy. It's not fair to be putting that pressure on the whole family and having a suki lala sometimes. That's what I see. Like I kind of see it pouting there. Trying to find solutions for him and weighing me down. Yeah, don't find any solutions. There's no solution because it's going to get worse. It's going to keep spiraling down if you keep trying to give solutions. It just go reverse psychology. Turn it up. Just go, oh, isn't it an amazing day? Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it, oh, you're going to have an amazing day today. And then they go, oh, wow, she's not paying attention to me when I'm pouting or when I'm sooking. Maybe I should be a bit more happier. Then she'll pay attention to me. So it's like negative attention. You don't want to give that negative attention to some people, if that makes sense. Okay. So Zaria, she says, thank you. I've been trying a lot to stop my negativity, but I forget about some words too. Yeah. It's just the way people write, So some people just write like that. It's not always the right thing to say sometimes, but then it just comes out because you're always used to doing it. That's what it is. So Leona Sunday, she says, the secret is the best. Absolutely. Ellen, she says, I'm very grateful for finding your program. Bless you. Thank you. Olive Grace Scotch says, what you say becomes. Exactly right. That's the secret. So they say, ask, believe, receive. And if you ask for something, you need to ask it with positivity. You need to receive it. You need to believe it and let it go. So, for example, if I'm asking for a black dress, I need to ask specific questions around the black dress. I need to say, I would like a black dress within the next 2 weeks. It needs to be just above the knee and it needs to be short sleeve. And it needs to have a black belt on it as well, or a gold belt, for example. And sure as ever, what will Spirit do? Go, oh my God, Lesley wants that black dress and it needs to have all this criteria and I need to get it in 2 weeks. I've got to be really, really quick. So it'll start scrambling in the air. The universe will talk to Spirit and Spirit will talk to the universe on however they do it out there. And sure as ever, within 2 weeks, you will find that black dress. It's amazing because you ask, you believe it's going to happen, you picture yourself wearing it, you picture yourself buying it, you picture yourself receiving it, and you let it go, and then you receive it. That's how it works with Spirit. I've done that so many times. It's incredible how many times that's worked and how many people send me messages saying, wow, I did that thing with the secret and I asked for this and I asked for that and I got it and I can't believe it. And I go, well, awesome. That's brilliant. So Zaria, she says, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I will watch that video. Yes, the secret will change your life there, lovey. So please do. I love to see people's faces. If I could just see people's faces when they go and watch the secret and they come back to me and they go, oh my God, I have to watch it again. Because you will have to watch it again because there's so much information. It's a pure documentary on the laws of attraction. So if you want something, you need to ask positively and visualize yourself receiving it, having it in your hand. If it's money, if you're worried about money, you'd never say, I can't afford this, I can't afford that because I'll just get by till the end of the week, whatever. You never say anything like that. You always will get by till the end of the week. So you always need to say, how can I afford this? How can I afford that? So that you can actually plant that seed with the universe as well as Spirit, because Spirit loves to please you. Okay. It doesn't want to come here and go, oh my God, I need to give them hell on earth because they keep saying to me, oh, my life is hell on earth. They don't want to give you bad things, but when you're saying that, they don't know if it's right or wrong, like I said earlier, and they just know that it's literal. So when it's literal, it just means that they're going to deliver whatever you say, and if it's good or bad, they're still going to deliver it. So you need to be really, really careful with how you're saying things. Joe Brandy, Holiday, thanks for watching. Tara Spinner, thanks for watching. Dance around the fire naked, laughing out loud. I can't remember what that one was for, but anyway, we'll keep going. So who else have we got here? Vic Price. I put my water bottles out on the full moon and drink the next day. Put all my crystals out and just take it easy. I never manifest on a full moon, just release. That's beautiful. Right. There's a lot of things that people do in their own mindset for with crystals and the moons and whatever else. And it's just really interesting to find out what people do. So Rave Reedy says, well, it's pouring down here in New Zealand. Won't be seeing the full moon, laughing out loud. Fair enough. So Katie Marcella says, my grandma would have been married on a horse and carriage, and the photo is possibly in my house, in my aunt's. Thank you again for you in spirit. Thank you. Veronica Moffat. Moffat. I've been waiting to start a new job for months. When will I start working? Am in a financial crisis right now. Well, literally what I just literally said. I'm in a financial crisis right now is going to continue because you just planted the seed with the universe. Exactly what I've been saying all this time. Every single show there, Veronica, I talk about the secret, like I was just talking about, as well as how spirit works with the universe. So you're going to continue to have the financial crisis because you're actually talking about it. You need to say, how can I afford this? How can I afford that? Visualize your bank account with money in it. Get your bank statement, cross out anything that's not correct on that, and at the bottom of the statement, and then just put like $10,000 or whatever you want it to be. Put it there, plant the seed, and let the universe start doing what it wants to do. When you start to I feel like this new job's going to come up around July. So it's going to be around 8 weeks' time, I just saw for you. So that's going to be a tough haul. And it's lessons learned. They're saying to me, you need to learn the lessons with money because your pockets are empty right now, which is obvious from your comment. But I don't want to be general, but the pockets are empty right now. But I can see the money coming back in. It's coming in little dollar signs. So hang in there, girl. All right. You're going to get there. But I highly recommend for you, because of your situation, is to go and watch a secret. And I also get the number 11 around you. So I get the number 11 for November as well. That's going to be a better month. So everything leading up to this is going to be a bit tough. So hang in there and push through. Okay, it's all about pushing through. This is your lessons learned to never be in this position again once you change your mindset. And if you haven't, if this continues after you've heard me say this, then it's on you. Because you haven't learnt the lessons. You're not listening to the lessons. That's what I'm getting. It's like it's going in one ear out the other. It's really that clear. And I've got spirit jumping up and down here saying to me, tell her again. So I'm going to tell you again, you've got to learn the lessons, okay, with money, especially because you like to spend the money when you have it. It's like it comes in one pocket and out the other pocket. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Did we have any more validations, Early? Over to you.
Yep, so there was a validation from Kim Jade again. She said, I think you were describing my maternal grandmother who also gave me a photo of herself when I was the same age.
Yeah, right.
Then there was one from Catherine Connors. She said, thank you. He died of a brain tumor in October. He was only 44. Oh. Yes, we have lights flickering and his Makita radio in the shed turns on even with the battery removed.
There you go. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Love that one.
We were together for 24 years since I was 16 and life without him has been hard. I haven't seen the mist, but I feel his presence. So thank you for the reading. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, right. That's cool.
One more.
One more?
Yeah.
Over to you, Ellie.
So there was another validation from Pauline Fox. She said, you gave me the numbers 1 and 4 before Christmas and they were very accurate, personal matters, but you were 100% spot on. Many thanks for your hard work.
Oh, right. Thank you. I like it when I get meaty validations. It's cool. Thank you. Alrighty. So I was just doing Veronica. So Veronica, I feel like you need to learn a lesson. So you're going to come back to me in a couple of weeks' time, and I can feel you're going to come back and say, oh my God, things have changed. All right. So that's what I get with you as well. All right. Okay. Okay, so Margaret Bennett says, I wash my crystals and can't sleep. I can't sleep. Can't sleep. Have to see if I can catch it. Last month, a girl from Texas had it on her phone, and people from all over the world where they all saying hello. It was amazing. I was actually, are you talking, Margaret? That doesn't make sense to me. You're talking about the full moon, I think. There, sorry. All right. So Olive Grace Scott said, be a rainy moon. Yes, of course. Let's keep going. Okay. Yeah. See, Veronica Moffat, you just said it again. When will I start working on my new job? Question mark. I'm struggling financially. So that's going to continue because you're planting that seed, lovey. Okay, you've written that twice now, so that's double the whammy for spirit. So that mindset needs to change. Okay, so I know you're struggling, and then you're struggling because spirit's listening to you because it wants to deliver everything that you don't want and you want. That's how it works. So, all right, depress is. Watching here, Gladys Lacey, my only ritual on a full moon is to stay out of the way of crazy cat ladies. Fair enough. Okay, that floats your boat. Wow, that's funny. Leona Sunday says, okay, thank you. I'm gonna book the room and now needed that guide. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you. So what else have we got here? We've done that Catherine one. Okay, Veronica Moffat. When will I start working my new job? When? What did I say before? I can't remember what I said. Did I say July? I said July, I think it was. Okay, yep. So Veronica, you've just written it a third time. I can see here, I've been struggling financially, no money, staying with friends. When will I start working? As soon as you stop saying you're struggling, because it's going to change. Everything's going to change, and those people that you're staying with, they need to know that you appreciate it. And I'm probably going to say this in advance for you. They need to be rewarded once you start working, okay? Because you don't want to take advantage of people just because of your vulnerable state, okay? And I'll leave that there. All right, let's keep going. Yep. So she's just said it again. Veronica Moffat. It's making me depressed and stressed because of you keep saying it, lovey. All right. Let's pull that back. You've got to pull it back so that spirit's not listening to you say things negative. Every single time you say something negative, you're planting that seed with the universe to hammer you, to get you, as low as you can go because that's what they think you want. Gladys Lacey said, my broom's ready for flybys. Fair enough. Okay, Tania Rivia. Vivid dreams are more intense during the full moon. Fair enough. Right. Well, I don't believe that I used to get a lot of dreams when I was younger, but not anymore. Like, I mean, it's a lot different now than what it was before. So Nicole Sten says, I get pain from the full moon. Fair enough. That's interesting. Viv Gill says, I can't sleep when it's a full moon. Right. Okay, so Charmaine said, my son broke his hand. That's what I remember now. And I am getting sharp pains in my head, swelling in my hand all the time. Anything you can pick up on, please. Yes. I just feel like for you that things are going to settle down. You've got to give it another 4 or 5 weeks there, Charmaine. And I think things are going to settle down a lot. But don't look, your son needs to heal, and I feel like you're pushing him to another injury if you don't allow that break to heal properly. Okay, he's a growing boy. He needs to heal properly. That's so important. No game, no sport, nothing is as important as his hand right now. Okay. So Margaret Bennett says, thank you so much, Leslie. I'll keep it zipped up. It's just her mouth. I said zippity zip. And she will replay the video. Delia, she says, the full moons at times gives me an ill feeling. Same as me. She says, I get irritable like no reason. Oh, I don't really get irritable. I just feel like it actually makes me feel a lot like, I don't know, not even anxious. I feel like there's a lot of energy around me, which I feel like anyway, but normally it's heightened even more. Willow Pinford says, will Dorothy find a buyer for her home in the next 3 months? Thank you. Yes, she will. How was the snow? Fantastic. Thank you. It was very cold, -2 down there, Willow. So Dorothy will find a home in the next 3 months. She just needs to start planting the seed as well. That's going to change. And I feel like September is going to be significant for her. So let her know. So look forward to September. It's going to be really nice. Okay, Veronica Moffat, she's in DC, US morning time. Fair enough. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, and country, and or county, and the time would be great. Wow. Yep. So LNEP, she said, makes total sense. Thank you. All right. Oh, okay. Well, see, Tara's asking. Something just said, normally I'd just go ahead and read a question, but Spirit just said read the question first. That's why I paused. But I cannot answer a legal question on radio, Tara. I can't so psychic mediums can't really answer medical questions. If you said to me, Lesley, should I go and have surgery? I cannot say yes or no. It's purely your call, but we can guide you in a certain way. And also with regards to the legal stuff, I'm not a lawyer. I can guide you to stuff. And if I see a contract or anything like that, I just tell people that there's clauses in the contract that you need to double check or triple check because it just doesn't feel right. There's red flags there. That's what I can do. I do feel like you should have actually taken some legal advice and then think about the legal action. That's what I think. Take the legal advice first, and not just from two people. Don't listen to your friends because they just want the best for you, clearly, but I feel like this could cost you a lot of money. Okay. That's awesome. So Veronica Moff, she's come back and said, manifesting, I will start my new job next Monday. That's beautiful. So look for the job that you want, look for the type of work that suits you. And I feel like once you start this job here, there's going to be 2 to 3 other stepping stones. The last 2 jobs that you get is going to be significant because that's going to change your life, okay? But this one that you get, this next one coming up that you get, Veronica, is also going to be a stepping stone for another 2 to 3 jobs after, okay? So look forward to it. It's going to be amazing. And make sure you learn your lessons with the first one because it's going to help you in the next 2 to 3, okay? Because you're going to say, oh, wow, I got the experience from this one and I'm going to utilize that going forward. It's going to be amazing for you. So look forward to that, okay? It's no doom and gloom no more. Once you get your foot in the door, it's like you're going to appreciate the work because you've had it so hard for so long. And once you start appreciating things and become grateful, Spirit will turn everything upside down. It'll move the universe to make it happen for you. So watch that space. That's what I get. I can't wait. Actually, you need to tell me in a couple of weeks' time what's going on, because I like to hear people's follow-up. I like to hear the accountability that comes from Spirit for that. Okay, yes, Nicole Stan, life is a big book, 100%. And one of my aunties used to say to me all the time, Les, life is like playing cards. She said you just got to know which card you got to pull out at the right time to put it on the table. She said you just got to know when the right time is, and that's the hardest part, is getting the timing right with things, so. But I'll leave that card thing there. Veronica, she says, you are so right. I do have the problem with money. 100% lovely, because you keep saying it. It's like clearly everywhere. She said, I'm listening and will change. I know you will change because you need to change. If you don't change, things are going to get worse and you're going to be out, like you're going to be out doom and gloom. And this is not as low as you'll go. This point here now is the timing is right for me to tell you now, when you're starting to start feeling stressed and anxious about everything, the timing's right now, if that makes sense. Nothing is a coincidence, for Veronica. It's all meant to be that I'm just hammering you to get your mindset right. And if I don't tell you, nobody else is going to tell you. That's how it works. So I don't usually just go, yes, one question after the other for the same person and just hammer them while they're down. It's meant to be that I keep telling you this because I need you to get up in the air so that your energy and your vibration's higher, so that you're actually feeling good stuff coming. Because if you don't start feeling the good stuff coming, what happens? It's opposite. So that's really important. So Karen Riley, she says, I wear it's for in the full moon, okay? Some people, I don't know. Karen Riley, she says, I wear my cape and dance in my backyard and rejoice the full moon. I also charge my crystals and put my jars out. It's a special event this month, Strawberry Moon. Okay, what do you mean by jars out too there, Karen? I don't get it.
I think it's like moon water or something.
What's that?
Moon water or something. I know some
Moon
people,
water?
I know some people put like rainwater out in jars under the full moon.
And they drink it.
I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's something called moon water.
Yeah, right.
There's
Go,
a
Ellie, you
bunch
know
of-
more than me.
There's a bunch of stuff that people do.
Yes. Well, I know that they charge their crystals, but I've got a few crystals at home. I'll have to put them out, I think. I actually leave them on my bathroom windowsill as well because it's got the light that gets the full moon on that side all the time, which is cool.
I bought a bunch last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
right.
tower.
Yeah, right. Go early.
Big amethyst block.
Oh, go early.
Under.
Go figure. Ellie's on fire here. She's all into the crystals now. So you'll have to teach me some lessons there, Ellie. All right. So we've got Charmaine. She says, I woke up as you were saying you don't feel any pain, but about my son. I get massive swelling and sharp pain in my head lately. Is it something serious or is it me picking up on something, please? I feel like it's both. I don't feel like it's serious. I just feel like there's migraines there and there's like an allergic thing. I feel like there's like a sinus headache. That's what I get. But go get it checked, please. Please go to the doctor and get it checked. She says, please, thank you so much, Lesley. Totally appreciate you. And yes, I know, doctor, I will go, but want to have a mini if anything's serious. No, I don't feel like it's anything serious. What else have we got here? Oh, okay. So Willow Penfold, she said, love, 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 spirit. She says, tonight read for a friend and I was not confident tonight. Talked to spirit and myself and told myself I can do this. Asked spirit to help me to read. I brought in her sister and information only known to her sister. Thank you. 1000%. That's how we do it. We do it. So if you want to learn how, that's what I was getting to before. With my workshops, I don't teach anybody. I don't know how to teach a tarot card. I wouldn't have a clue. I can't save my life from it. So I get these people that come onto my events and onto my workshops, and I teach them how to use spirit directly from their spirit guides. Okay, I don't get them to grab a card or whatever else. I just get them to use. Just click there. I get them to use their senses, all their senses. We talk about their clairs, we talk about lots of stuff, the angels and the spirit guides, master ascendants and things like that. And we get them used to them talking to spirit and just receiving any messages that they get first. So that's how I work. And sure as ever, most of the people that come onto my workshops always say that I'm not psychic, blah, blah, blah. When I ask them and I go, oh, really? I said, I think we can change that. And sure as ever, by the end of the actual workshop, guess who's psychic? So it's pretty cool. I like to see their face when they get something right, And I had one lady in my last workshop, not this weekend, the weekend before, and sure as ever, she picked everything about my daughter and her car and her work and even her boss's name to a T. So there you go. I actually had to run out of my office and run into my daughter and say, is your boss named Lisa? And she goes, yeah, why? And I go, no, don't worry about it. It's all right. It's all good. So I was freaking out going, yes, she got it. So let's keep going. All right, over to you there, Ellie.
Don't forget the prayer from Wendy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what have we got here? Okay.
So.
All right, she sent me another one. That's beautiful. Okay, messages from spirit. I've got another beautiful prayer from Wendy, so I will put my phone there so that I do not forget it. Thanks, Ellie. All right, let's scroll forward. Yes, so Veronica, she's already changed her mindset. She says, I am strong and I will make it through. I will learn this lesson for life. I'm thankful for the lessons and help. She says, I will be responsible, positive thoughts and prayers. That's it. That's beautiful. Well done. See, it doesn't take much to change from a negative format to a positive format, guys. And once you start changing, you go, oh my God, and you get scared to say anything negative because you go, oh my God, if I say that, that's going to happen. And then you can start to worry yourself. And then you start planting the seed even better to get really positive things happening around your life. I have one PT client where he always says, every single time I seen him, he says, Lesley, my life is so amazing. I cannot believe how good it is. I've got this, I've got that. He's got a beautiful yacht, beautiful car he just bought, things. And it just always happens like to him. He just got so much good luck. And it's because he resonates things into the universe with such a good mindset. He's got nothing going on bad in his life. It's just a beautiful soul. So we've got Love at First Bite. Oh, that's an unusual name. From Flint, Michigan. It's 8:41 a.m. Thanks for joining me. So we've got Veronica Millett. She's from DC in the US, 8:41 a.m. So we've also got Willow Penford. She's got September is Dorothy's birthday and her daughter's birthday. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. What else have we got here? Jess Graves. She says, do we know when my gifts will progress? From Jess England Bolton. It's 1:45 p.m. here. Yes, Jess, when you attend my workshop there, lovey, because it's very difficult to say. It's a very weird question to ask me, when will my gifts progress? Well, it's like going to the gym and practicing exercise. You don't get any better with spirit, exercising your messages back and forth from spirit. It'll get better once you actually pay attention to the messages coming through, the faint messages. It'll also get better when you start practicing more. So you need to learn from proper teachers. Even if it's not from me, just make sure you get a proper teacher to learn from, one that's actually got validations, one that's actually been around for a while, that doesn't use tarot cards, doesn't use any tools to pull through your spirit. Because if I can get my students to pull through spirit without using any tools, then any other medium should be able to do it as well and help people. So, and that's no offense to people using cards. If you want to start with cards, go for it. But after 12 months, you've got to ask yourself, if you're continually using cards for 20 years or 30 years, and you need to, when are you going to use spirit properly? When are you going to use your gift properly? Why do you need those cards to start you off? I don't understand. Okay, let's keep going. Yes, good work there, Veronica. She says, I will pay them back. I'm learning my lesson. I have many plans: financial therapy, accountability, partner, working with my bank closely, resources. That's perfect. So you're already on track. It's really good. You're the kind of person that will bounce back really quickly. So Melanie Leaf, she said, you are so right. I can't remember what I said, but thank you. Charmaine says, full moon, I try to shut my mouth. I have zero tolerance. Fair enough. Okay, so Glynis Lazy, she said, yes, they drink the moon water too. I don't understand that one, but I'm going to try it, I guess. So Melanie Leaf says, positive vibes, it works and you will see a difference. 1000%. It's just amazing. If you're a teacher and you walk into a classroom and you walked in there with your head down and you're all doom and gloom, bring all your problems from home, what's your classroom going to do? They're going to play up. The kids are going to get that. Emotions are contagious and they're going to be naughty. They're going to play up. You're going to have a hell of a day. So Karen Riley says, can you bless yourself with your moon water daily? She said, you can bless yourself with your moon water daily and drink it as well. There's many uses for moon water. Well, I've never heard of moon water until tonight, guys. So thank you for that. Is there another validation there, Ellie? I thought I saw one from Charmaine.
Got a couple, I think.
Yeah, over to you, Ellie.
Yeah, so Charmaine said, thank you, I trust you 100%. I will still go to the doctor, but the pain is excruciating and I don't know what migraines are like. It's just swelling and shooting pains almost daily. So very grateful for you putting my mind at ease until I do get to the doctor. Wasn't sure if it's connecting to spirit more or what it is.
Yeah, probably is. I just thought of that too. I just got that as well.
Unusual for me, thanks.
Yeah, so Charmaine, I feel like this is connecting to spirit more as well. That's what happened to me when I first started. I used to get massive headaches and I couldn't shake them. And then I started to realize what was going on after about 4 or 5 weeks. Any more there, Ellie?
That was another one from
Okay.
Charmaine. Yep, so Charmaine also said, how's this for your advice? I booked an apartment room for my partner and I didn't realize it's a box. Laugh out loud. I went down to the reception and offered to pay. I asked Spirit, felt the excitement and received. They upgraded us from a smaller butter box apartment hotel to a room to a penthouse with rooftop 3-bedroom with a spa and ocean views, totally free. We then had a gamble over the weekend and expected to receive and guess what we totally did each and
well
every day.
done.
I already knew all of this, but
we're listening to you all the time. Your advice totally helps. Give me to be constantly positive. Thank you. You're well done. That's awesome. I love that. How cool is that? Well, the penthouse. You got to send me a photo. I'm sure you got heaps of photos there, Charmaine. I'd love to see that. So that's really cool. So Veronica, she says, I will return and share my testimony. 100%. I do bounce back quickly. I hear it and start the work. I will share the good news with you all and be grateful, guys, because that's what pays off as well. Once you start to be grateful with everything that you've got, I am grateful. Look up the Tesla 369 rule. Okay, that's what I do in my workshop. One of my workshops has that in it, and it's amazing because you can manifest and you can do your affirmations for the 369 rule, and I'll leave that there. So we will do the prayer right now for Wendy, and then we're going to finish up for the evening. So Wendy's got a beautiful prayer for me. She says, messages from Spirit. Okay, so just have a little think about this and put your head down and bow and close your eyes. So Spirit is all around if you open your mind. They drop little messages, maybe a feather you'll find. Maybe so random as you move along, then all of a sudden they are playing your song. Music brings back memories of our past. That is Spirit working. You heard it at last. Giving you signs that you know they are there, sending you love to show they care. Some come in your dreams as you gently sleep, into your slumber as they quietly creep. No matter the signs that they happen to give, they walk beside you for as long as you live, giving peace and love, especially for you, giving you hope as they try to come through. So try to take note on it any day or night, as they whisper so gently, then they have you in sight. Your angels walk beside you even though you can't see. They follow your footsteps for eternity. The poem was for you and crew. Pray for those that need these words tonight. That's beautiful. Thank you, Wendy Harvey, once again. That's absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to say good night, and we're going to be putting it over to our sponsored ad, and you're listening to Alive 90.5, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You are listening to Alive 90.5.
Silly.
do you want me to have all of this hours?
Jump onto our website.
Do you want me to have all of this hours ads running?
Just hit the automate. Let's see. Yeah,
We
so that'll
all
jump
know
to
that paying for
that.
a funeral can be a financial burden.
That's the
However,
same one.
have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid
Why they do
funeral
that?
with none of the ongoing premiums
Just
that is
delete that one out.
associated with funeral insurance? $1,000 can get you started. Hills Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02-9659-0900.
Just do the whole lot.
Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Hills Family Funerals, station sponsor. The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every
All
fortnight.
right.
Over
Thank
2,500
you. Good
different
night.
locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable
Oh.
to pick up a printed copy, there is free